And it's very in line with like things that my mum says, actually, which is always quite amusing whenever we talk about it.
Well, we talk a lot, or I talk a lot about fever management, which is just that. It's incubating, because at 99 or 100, you've got 3 times the whack of your white blood cells. They're charging around crazy things and poor germ at that point. Yeah. And so you don't want to abort that. You don't want to stop that. You want to incubate it. Yeah. So it's all about keeping the temperature. We've got a thermometer, we can do this. So we cool it, we let some of the sweat out, and we cool it in simple ways, and you can do it quite easily. And then you let it break, the fever to break. And I've often said, one good fever, you're fixed, because you've killed your first lion. Your white blood cells are now, the innate immunity is firing on all cylinders. Any germ that pokes its head in the door is going to get whacked.
Yeah.
So fever management, and there's sometimes about warming you up at that point, because you want to keep the temperature right. You don't want it to sink too prematurely. And people used to do this without too much advice. People instinctively understood this point.
So we've talked about food. We talked about the inclusion of spices there as the first line of inflammation balance and defending against excessive inflammation. We're about to move on to the specific herbal remedies.
Yeah. Well, it depends on where we want to cut it. So one of the main areas inflammation starts is actually in the lining of the blood vessels, so what we call the endothelium. And endothelial dysfunction has been implicated in as the startup of most inflammations. So a lot of the herbs and spices actually work there.